What is going on? What is poppin' YouTube world? My name is Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice because that is my nickname. I appreciate you guys for watching this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right about now, so it does help these videos get out to the public and my channel to grow overall. Subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly, and almost every single day if I can, and turn on post notifications too, so you do not miss a single one of those videos that I post. It's only right, you guys. So I'm going to talk about the Green Bay Packers because, guys, in my opinion, the Green Bay Packers are legit. And I firmly believe that the Green Bay Packers, come postseason time, they should be among the favorites to win the Super Bowl. And I really don't understand why certain people have a hard time wrapping their arms around the Green Bay Packers. You know, a lot of people are in a mixed bag about the Packers. You know, some people think they're frauds. Some people think Aaron Rodgers is quote-unquote washed. Some people ask who they've beaten. You know, they've won a lot of close games this season. I will admit some of those things might be to some degree true. You know, they are plus 60 in point differential this year, which is good, but not great. You know, they have been in some closer games, you know, that I would have liked to have seen, you know, from the Packers. I think they should, you know, beat some teams by a wider margin at times, but again, guys, I think this team can win the Super Bowl. And I think that it'd be a huge, huge mistake to doubt Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers this year come postseason time, especially if they get the #1 seed in the NFC playoffs. And that's very likely. We'll get to all those scenarios in a bit, but the reason why I'm a believer in the Green Bay Packers is because they can win in multiple ways. They've shown you they can win in multiple ways. Whether it be with defense, you know, Zadarius Smith, Preston Smith, both pass rushers on the edge combined for 25.5 sacks, guys. You know, Kenny Clark, a really good underrated defensive tackle. You know, Adrian Amos, a guy they signed in free agency from Chicago. You know, Darnell Savage, a very, you know, promising rookie that they have. Jair Alexander, Kevin King, very good players in the secondary, okay? The Green Bay Packers finally, in my eyes, have gotten Aaron Rodgers some legitimate help on defense that he has not had in years, guys. And guys, the last time Aaron Rodgers had a top 10 defense on his team, you know what happened? He won a Super Bowl. I'm just saying. So the Packers defense, I'm not saying it's the 49ers defense. I'm not saying it's, you know, the Buffalo Bills defense, but it's a pretty solid defense. It's a better defense than years past. They've shown the ability to get after the quarterback. They've shown the ability to, you know, stop teams and get key stops when they need to. And also, the Green Bay Packers force turnovers. That's one thing that they do very well. They will get the football back to Aaron Rodgers. That's a plus. Aaron Jones in this running game have been a thing that Aaron Rodgers, quite frankly, throughout his career has not really had. I know Aaron Rodgers had James Starks for a little bit during a Super Bowl run. That was pretty cool for him. You know, Eddie Lacy, before he ate his way out of the NFL, he was pretty good. He was decent. But Aaron Jones is pretty special, man. I got to tell you. And he had 4 touchdowns versus the Dallas Cowboys. He just had over 100 yards once again versus the Minnesota Vikings. He leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. Aaron Jones provides a new spark and a new dynamic to this Packers offense that has not been there in the past. Matt LaFleur and the Packers are very key on being a balanced football team. They run the football and are not just relying on Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers at times does not have to throw the football 30, 40 times for the Packers to win. They can hand the football off to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones has been amazing for the Packers this year. And also, they've shown the ability to win with Aaron Rodgers. You know, Aaron Rodgers had a perfect pass rating versus the Raiders. He put the team on his back versus the Chiefs and the Lions. And Aaron Rodgers has, whenever he's been called upon to deliver, he for the most part has delivered. I know he had the game-ending interception in the red zone versus the Eagles, but guys, Aaron Rodgers was still balling in that game, okay? And I believe this Green Bay Packers team has not peaked yet. That's very key. Because I believe Seattle, with all their injuries, I think they peaked. Seattle's not healthy. Russell Wilson is carrying that team 24/7. At some point, Russell Wilson cannot continue to carry the Seahawks. The San Francisco 49ers, I know they're still very good, but that 49ers team is banged up. You know, they've dealt with some injuries over the past. You know, their center is out pretty much for almost a whole year. Richard Sherman is banged up, so the 49ers are not fully healthy. The Minnesota Vikings, I think they peaked with Kirk Cousins. I don't think this team is going anywhere come playoff time. And the Packers are healthy come playoff time. This is the healthiest the Packers have been heading into the stretch run of the playoffs in years, guys. That's very key. Like I said, the Packers, they're a complete team. Anytime you have Aaron Rodgers, who to me is a top 5 quarterback in football, Aaron Jones running the football, 2 legit pass rushers that can get after the passer, a solid secondary, and when you don't need Aaron Rodgers to be the Aaron Rodgers of old, where he has to score 30 or 40 points just for you to have a chance to win in the past, that's a plus. And the thing about the Packers is, come postseason time, they're probably going to be playing at home, most likely. You know, if they beat the Detroit Lions, they at worst are going to be a 2 seed in the playoffs. They will at least have a first round bye. Okay, an extra week to prepare. And if Seattle beats San Francisco, I know that Russell Wilson, this team, is banged up. I know Seattle's probably not the better team than San Francisco. But in my opinion, I think Seattle can beat San Francisco at home to clinch the division title. And if that happens, guess what? The Super Bowl, the road to the Super Bowl in the NFC is going to have to go through the frozen tundra. And I got to tell you, no one, and I repeat, not Drew Brees, not Jimmy G, not Kirk Cousins, not Carson Wentz, not even Russell Wilson. No one wants to see Aaron Rodgers, this defense, this running game, this Packers team in the frozen tundra in January, guys. I'm just saying, good luck in the frozen tundra. Good luck, New Orleans Saints. You're a dome team. Good luck, Seattle. Good luck, Jimmy G, who plays in sunny California. Good luck, Kirk Cousins, who can't beat Aaron Rodgers in this Packers team already. He's gotten swept by Aaron Rodgers in the Packers so far. And the last part, you know, I've been hearing a lot of things this year about Aaron Rodgers overrated. Aaron Rodgers ain't that good no more. Aaron Rodgers isn't elite no more. He's washed. Aaron Rodgers is incapable of winning these big games. Aaron Rodgers isn't the same. And I will say this, okay? Aaron Rodgers, a couple of years ago, he used to be in a league of his own, meaning he was just so much better than everyone else. You know, he was here, and the next quarterback was like right there, okay? Now it's kind of gotten a little bit closer. The gap between Aaron Rodgers and the entire field of quarterbacks in the NFL has closed. Aaron Rodgers is no longer the best quarterback in football. That to me is Russell Wilson. That to me, maybe after Russell Wilson, is Patrick Mahomes. But guys, Aaron Rodgers is still a top 5 quarterback in football. He's still elite. Do not be fooled by the stats. Stop looking at stats. Stop telling me the analytics. Don't give me these analytical bubblegum bull stats, okay? I don't want to hear the stats, okay? Watch the games. Watch Aaron Rodgers' pocket presence. Watch how he eyeballs safeties. Watch how he takes care of the football. I should say. I got my words tumbled up a little bit right there. Watch how Aaron Rodgers makes the game-winning plays. Watch how he manages the clock. Watch how he puts his team in good situations at the line of scrimmage. How he doesn't turn the football over. How he checks in and out of the right plays. How he extends plays outside the pocket, you know, and keeps plays alive. Just his overall awareness and experience. Aaron Rodgers, I've seen nothing from Aaron Rodgers this year that tells me that he's lost. I wouldn't say he hasn't lost a step because, like I said, he's no longer in a league of his own. But Aaron Rodgers is still a really, really good quarterback, guys. And I will admit, 63% completion percentage, 3,679 yards, 24 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a 98 pass rating. That's not the Aaron Rodgers of old, but guys, that's still very good. Aaron Rodgers is still a top 5 quarterback in football. Between Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, that's 6 guys right there. That's probably the 6 best quarterbacks in football right there. Aaron Rodgers is somewhere on that list, okay? You can't tell me those are not the 6 best quarterbacks right now. If you want to throw in Tom Brady, that's fine. I think Tom Brady personally is washed, but again, if you want to throw in Tom Brady, go ahead. But Aaron Rodgers, he is somewhere in the top 5 right now. You cannot tell me if you can build a team around a quarterback right now that Aaron Rodgers is not coming off the board in the top 5. Baloney if you think otherwise. Do not get fooled by stats, guys. Watch these games. Aaron Rodgers is more than capable of still winning a Super Bowl, okay? And I believe that Aaron Rodgers, to some degree, might be saving his fastball for the playoffs. I've seen Aaron Rodgers be a little more conservative this year in the regular season, not rolling outside the pocket as much, you know, taking the checkdowns when they're there. You know, and I will admit, I do worry about this as far as the Packers go. Davante Adams is great, but someone else is going to step up down the stretch. You know, whether it be Alan Lazard, Geronimo Allison, Jimmy Graham, you know, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, someone else is going to have to step up besides Aaron Rodgers, besides Davante Adams, and besides Aaron Jones. Because those three guys, I know I'm going to get elite production from them week to week. It's the other guys that I'm going to worry about. And also, I do worry about the Packers from this respect. Can Matt LaFleur be that coach that gets them over the hump in the playoffs? Because it's been a while since a coach that's in his first year ever in the NFL has won a Super Bowl. I didn't take time to look this up, but it's very rare that a first-year head coach can win a Super Bowl, you know, for a team. I think Matt LaFleur is a different breed. Matt LaFleur has the most wins for a first-year head coach in Green Bay Packers history. You know how many great coaches have come through the Green Bay Packers organization? A lot. You know how much history the Packers have? A lot. And Matt LaFleur leads the pack, guys. I'm just saying. So, in my opinion, I believe the Packers have another level they can tap into come playoff time. I believe Aaron Rodgers still has another run left in him. I believe if the Packers get the 1 seed, I'm not going to say they're virtual locks because the New Orleans Saints are pretty good. I can't count Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll out come postseason time just yet. I think Jimmy G and the 49ers have a real roster. Heck, I think even Carson Wentz and the Eagles are playing some good football right now, even though I think they're a flawed football team. But guys, they're about as close to a lock as it can be to make the Super Bowl if they get the 1 seed. If the NFC playoffs has to go through Green Bay, Wisconsin, woo, look out. And I will admit, Aaron Rodgers is going to have to play better. I believe Aaron Rodgers is going to have to pull off another spectacular performance at some point in the postseason. Whether it be throwing for 300 yards, you know, potentially maybe 3 or 4 touchdowns in a game. Aaron Rodgers is going to have to step his play up a little bit. I will admit that. But again, I believe Aaron Rodgers is capable of doing that. I don't understand why people do not wrap their arms around the Packers enough, or more than they have so far. I think Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith are good enough to get the job done up front. I think Kenny Clark is very good. The secondary is very good. The Green Bay Packers take the football away from you on defense. They don't turn the football over on offense. They just won the NFC North recently, so they're going to be playing home. And recently, guys, on the road versus the Vikings, I think that was one of the more complete games they played all year. And people forget, the Packers turned the football over 3 times in that game. They had about 6 or 7 drops among their wide receivers. They still went into Minnesota, and beat the Vikings, a 10-win team on the road by double digits. I think this Packers team is legit. I think they're one of the more complete teams in the NFC, and I believe they can definitely most likely win a Super Bowl. And I believe Aaron Rodgers is still that guy in green and gold. Be sure to comment whether you agree with me and disagree with me. Love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video today. Be sure to smash this like button right now if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new as well. I do post a ton of great sports videos weekly and almost every single day if I can. A fun fact about me is I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world. I want to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. Kind of like Colin Cowherd, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp. You get the point. Okay, I want to do sports, television, and radio for a full living once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I currently am a freshman there right now. So the best thing you guys can do to just help me continue to grow as a young broadcaster is to just share this channel with all your friends, because potentially if this channel really gets somewhere, I want to start my own network, okay? You know, or potentially if it doesn't, you know, or if I fall a little bit short, I want to go into a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. So the best thing you guys can do to just flat out just help me grow as a broadcaster, help me learn, you know, get other people hip to this channel, you know, just share this channel with all your friends, share this channel on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. Also, be sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. And once again, guys, just share this channel with everyone you know. Get everyone hipped and watching these videos. Get my voice out there and heard. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all that good stuff. It's been your boy, Ghiman Mckinney, or you can just call me Juice. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in today. I really do. Have a God blessed day. Stay motivated, you guys, and I'm out.